companies that I went through, I stand here with $1,300 a month medication bill with no insurance. I live without TV. I live without internet. I live on $1,300 a month to survive on and Social Security disability to survive for me and this little boy here. So I'm going to do everything for the rest of my life to dedicate, to make change. To make change in our government, to make change in the health society, and to make change in the way that we are looked upon. We are heroes, not heroes. I know with my diagnosis, I don't have long. But I stand here proud to know that there's people like you guys still willing to put up a fight when I am gone.
We will!
I hope that we can do it for generation and generation after this, because this is only the beginning of the sicknesses and illnesses that we are seeing now. It's just the start. Because when they did a research, there's 50 compounds known to man: blood, lead, mercury, 50 compounds. After they did a research, there's 100 new compounds. We don't know how to solve the cancers and stuff with the compounds that we are aware of throughout the last 100 years of mankind. How are we going to learn with the new compounds and the new things that we have put before us if we are constantly flooded with paperwork, with the insurance companies, and fighting the political people who want to downplay what happened that day? What we need to do is keep grouping together like this. I don't care where it's at, Florida, New York, wherever we can possibly make a difference, to talk to a congressman, to pull somebody aside and say, hey, listen, I was one of those, and if not for me, let's do it for future generations. What about them families that had to move back into their houses and had to clean up themselves when the EPA moved its building, said it was clear, but you allowed all the families to move in? Well, there's children that are my son's age that had the sicknesses and diseases that I do. And I'm a man. I can understand what I did and take what I did, be proud of what I did, and know that I'm ill and know about my time. What would possibly be going through a child's mind that has to be on machines 3/4 of their life like I do every night and every day when I take medicines? What do you think my son thinks when I'm talking on the phone and he says, well, Daddy, what is lung disease? Or digestive disease? Or heart disease? And I try and explain to him to relieve his mind. It's like having a boogie nose. It's like being sick to relieve his mind.
How old is he?
He's 4.5, and he knows more about the situation because of the dealings and what is happening with me, and trying to be very politically involved with having such a low income that the odds are against us. It's only a matter of time, before we ran out. We done ran out years ago of money and in terms of use of. We lived in Florida when I first moved down there. I ate out of trash cans and gave him canned good food to know that he was eating good food. We were in such a deficit, my credit. I've been overburdened with credit with health bills. They said you can't put health bills under credit. I'll open up my life. If you go onto YouTube, the 3 weeks of September, I'm looking for anybody that cares to get involved, wants to be interviewed. All they have to do is go on that website, and you will see a lot more that we are putting up a fight and doing everything we possibly can as far as me and him. And all we seem to have left is our souls. So I want to thank everybody here for gathering tonight. I can't thank you enough. if there's any way any of you can get some kind of bring it back to the people. I was never so hurt today than when I went into the airport in Florida. And I got papers sent to me about having some time, or flight time, to remember those who had passed. And on the other side in Florida, it seemed like people went about their everyday life like there was nothing wrong and that nothing ever happened. And what we need to do is we need to get back to the American people. We need to take our government back. We need to start becoming our own government as far as making people realize we are the government. Not the officials who want and pay the bill and what to pass the bills and do as they please, but we are the government. We need the power back in our hands. And if anybody has any way to get to newspapers, to telephone or any telephone conversations with their congressman, or get to TV news crews, to get on there and say, listen, 9/11 was terrible. But what is even terrible now, and God bless the people that are passing, for the families that are passing, there are people out there suffering every day. And we got to worry about the living now. And we need to concentrate on bringing awareness back to the people of the United States and to start caring and bringing notice, because everybody I talk to has no idea about the insurance company fights I have, about talking to doctors that want to downplay the sicknesses or injuries that you have, or to be flooded with paperwork that I have boxes and boxes. I went through periods of time where I was, with my depressions and everything else, that I was drowning in it, that I was neglecting my son of his ABCs and his 1, 2, 3s. So I made an oath to myself that I dedicated myself to 9/11 and to my child. And what I started was, I went 2 years of depression where every bit of mail, from bills to love letters from my family and everything else, where I burned them. I took a trash can, and I got in trouble for it through my neighborhood, so I took a grill knife, and I started burning every bill I got and every diagnosis I got, until I started getting in touch with a gentleman named Luke, who I had the utmost respect for. The gentleman is just an amazing person. If you sit down and see and talk to him and find out what he's about, we need more people like that. And Claire Paladine and the Feel Good, everybody, what we need to do is somehow gather the people back together, bring awareness to everybody's house, because this affects everybody in the world. Yeah. This is a major disaster. Think about if this were to happen one more time, or 2 more times, or anything. What is going to happen? We're bringing destruction to ourselves, and we need to stand together and make awareness of this so it doesn't happen. And let's get the help we need. Let's fight back. Let's get these insurance companies to say, yo, we're a group of people that are going to take another war. I'd just like again to thank you guys. I appreciate your time for listening to me. I know I'm a little bit mixed up and emotional because of my health and my illnesses and my neurological problems. I did the best I can. I came up here with a speech to read, a helpful speech. I just thank you all for coming out and being here and sharing.